Hi and welcome back to HR Sigma Path. Every organization relies on people and the people need time off. So, a leave policy is a format set of rules that tells employees exactly how leave works in a company. So it explains how many leaves an employee entitled to and the different types of leaves like casual leave, sick leave, earned leave, maternity leave, and more. So when and how employees should apply for leave and how managers approve leave and what happens if a person takes unapproved or excess leave. So, a solid leave policy ensures fairness, clarity, and discipline across the organization. So, what is the purpose of leave policy? So, why do company create a leave policy? So, here are a few reasons. First of all, just to maintain discipline and attendance. So, employees know exactly when they can take time off and how to apply. Then the second is to ensure fairness. So every employee gets equal and transparent leave benefits. Third, to help managers plan workload and projects and deadlines. So because they know who will be available at that point. Fourth is to support employees' well-being, and it also allows people to rest, recover, take rest of personal matters, and avoid the burnout. And the fifth is to comply with the labor laws because companies must provide minimum leaves like maternity benefits or the earned leaves, and finally to avoid all the misuses. So a proper policy prevents last minute absenteeism and unplanned disruptions. So this is the main purpose of applying the leave policies here. So what are the type of leave policy we will be explaining here? So first is casual leave. So casual leave is for short or personal or urgent situations. Things like family emergencies, personal work, or sudden commitments. Employees usually get 6 to 12 days per year depending on companies. So in most organizations, casual leave must be applied at least one day in advance unless it's a true emergency. So casual leave is a normally for like a short duration, 1 or 2 days, or usually cannot be carried forward to the next year. So example, there is an employee and he needs to attend his cousin's some event, engagement or marriage. So he must travel for a day. So he applies for one day of casual leave in advance because it's a short personal event. Then there is a sick leave. So, sick leave is basically meant for the illness or any medical treatment or recovery. So, most company offers 6 to 12 days per year. If an employee takes more than two consecutive sick leaves, then a medical certificate is usually required. And some company allows sick leave to be carried forward, others do not. It depends on the policy of different companies. So like there is one employee and who has fever or some other medical issues, then he is unable to work, so he informs his manager and takes one day of sick leave. So if his fever continues for more than a 1 day or 2 day, then he submits a doctor's note to support his leave. Then there is earned leave, we call it privilege leave or annual leave also. We call it EL, PL. So earned leave is for a planned vacation or a long break or for extended personal time. So employees typically receive 12 to 18 days per year. Again, it totally depends on company to company's policy. So this leave is earned based on the number of days an employee has worked. So earned leave can often be carried forward and sometimes even encashed or depending on company's policy. So this is since this is a planned leave, so it must be applied 7 to 14 days in advance. And now, if we have to take an example, so suppose there is a person or an employee who's planning to take a 10 days of family vacation in coming month. So he or she applies for the leave 1 month in advance. So her or his company allows carry forward. So she or he uses the leave saved during the year. Then there is a maternity leave. So maternity leave is provided to a woman for pregnancy, childbirth, and recovery. So as per Maternity Benefit Act in India, women are entitled to 26 weeks of paid leave. So some companies allows extra leave for medical complication if supported by the doctor's certificate. So, if there is an employee applies for 26 week of maternity leave and her doctor recommends an additional 2 weeks or 3 weeks of recovery, which she submits with the medical proof. Then there is a paternity leave also. So, paternity leave is given to the fathers so they can support their partners and bond with the newborn child. So, companies usually offer 5 to 15 days depending on the policy, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It depends on the policy. And even though it is not legally mandatory in many places, but more companies are now offering it. Now, compensatory off, which we call it comp off. So, comp off is given when an employee works on a weekend or a public holiday or outside the regular working hours. So this leave must typically be approved in advance by the manager. So it should also be used within 30 to 60 days depending on company's rules. So if an employee works for 8 hours shift on some public holiday or weekends, Sunday, suppose Sunday, for an urgent project. So he gets 1 day of comp off, which he must use within next 45 to 60 days, depending on company's policy. Then there is a leave without pay, LWP, or loss of pay. We say LOP. So LWP and LOP is the same. So it is unpaid leave that an employee takes when they have exhausted all the other paid leave balances. So this type of leave reduces the employee's salary for that particular duration. So an employee, just suppose an employee has no leave balance left with his account. Okay, so but he needs 3 days of off for her personal, for personal or some other work. So these 3 days becomes the leave without pay, and the salary is adjusted accordingly. So he will not be getting the salary of those particular 3 days if it's a leave without pay policy. Then there is a bereavement or the compassionate leave. So, in this leave, it is given when an employee experiences the loss of a close family member. So, companies usually grant 3 to 5 days of paid leave. So, the employee has time to attend ceremonies or handle the family responsibilities and grieve. So it reflects the organization's compassion and support during the difficult times. So, in summary, a leave policy ensures the clarity, fairness, and well being for everyone in the organization or company. So, understanding different types of leaves helps employee plan better and allows company to run smoothly without disruption, any disruption. So, whether you are a fresher or a student or a new employee, knowing these leave type prepares you to manage your time professionally and responsibly. That's it for now. Thank you for watching this particular video. And if you want to know more about any other topic regarding the HR or Six Sigma, please comment down below. Thank you.